Welcome to the Riot Podcast. This is the Tuesday, December 12th edition of the show. We talk about whether it's okay, whether we should be sharing snacks and bowls at the workplace.
We also talk about some things that as you get older, you're just getting too old for.
Yeah, stuff you're ready to put behind you because you've grown up too much for it. We also asked the question, should the Florida Joker get any money from Rockstar Games because they have somebody that looks similar in Grand Theft Auto 6?
And then Taylor Swift's birthday party. It's coming up.
How high are the stakes?
Could it be the end of Travis and Taylor even?
If he doesn't nail it.
This falls through.
Yeah. It's a good podcast today. Enjoy. If you want to get in a question for our Riot Christmas party, which is coming up, we're going to be answering your questions. Let us know. 8772 RadioU. That's on Thursday night. This week on the RadioU Riot Facebook page and YouTube channel. We'll catch you next time.
See you guys.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The worst of the Riot. Radio U.
Does this man have a case? The man known as the Florida Joker. You may have seen him at some point going viral for his, I guess it's his mugshot that is so widely recognizable. It's just a guy with his face just tattooed, completely tattooed. And I don't know if you saw, but the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer dropped last week. And in that, it does play off of a lot of Florida man stereotypes and notable Florida man kind of stories and viral videos and whatever. And there is a guy in the trailer that he's got his whole face tattooed. We'll say that. Florida Joker is suing Rockstar Games, the makers of Grand Theft Auto 6, for using his likeness in the game. Where do you stand? What's the verdict? 8772 Radio U.
I can see some similarities here. I mean, it's just the tattoos on his face.
Yeah.
But does he really have a case, though?
Does
GTA care about him?
I just, the tattoos aren't the same.
No, it's not like they copied his exact face. There are similarness. Like,
yeah.
His eyes are like tattooed all around his eyes.
Yep.
All black. Which also the character has that as well.
Uh-huh.
That's about the only thing. And then obviously his whole Joker thing.
Yeah.
He has like his cheeks tattooed like the Joker.
Yeah.
Has him cut. And then the character kind of has a similar, it's more of like a barbed wire thing I'm seeing around his mouth. So I'm not really.
It's similar. It's not the same.
His face is also tattooed, though. That's pretty much all it is.
Different color hair. So I think that could almost knock this case down right there. And what, does the Florida Joker, does he have some kind of monopoly on having your entire face tattooed? I didn't know that. Didn't know you could do that. So I feel like, he wants $2 million. Ridiculous.
He's not getting that.
No, he's not getting $2 million.
For what?
You think they give him a couple bucks just to be like,
I think they give him $0.
He gets no money?
I think he gets no money. I think if the new Grand Theft Auto wasn't coming out as like the Florida version, with the crocodiles and stuff,
right?
Then he has absolutely no case at all.
It could be anybody with their face tattooed.
Yeah. But since he just so happens to live in Florida, he just so happens to have his face tattooed, he just so happens to want money from GTA.
It's tough, though, because you have to admit that the truth is this character in the game, this video probably definitely based off of this guy.
You think so?
But it's different enough that you can get away with it.
I don't even know that I can imagine them making this character and just saying, make a guy with a bunch of face tattoos. And this is what they came up with.
Got a text in here, a verdict. If most of the tattoos are the same, he has a case. If not, face tattoos isn't new.
There's one tattoo that's similar. Other than that, I mean, it's just a bunch of face tattoos, a bunch of random face tattoos.
It feels like the type of thing that's worth going through court for him.
I mean, for him, for
the
sure.
trouble. Yeah, it's worth the trouble.
For a chance.
I don't think it's just thrown directly out, but I don't think he should get anything.
I don't think he's going to get anything, but if I were him, I would take the chance as well. I would say, when else do you have an opportunity?
Yeah.
To make a quick $2 million.
Think of all the other tattoos you could get with that.
Before he came out with this, he should have gotten some of the tattoos.
He should have copied the tattoos.
Exactly. And then came out with it. Because his case is a little weak right now.
Yeah.
If he tossed on like one or two more of this character's tattoos.
Colored his hair the same.
All of a sudden, his case is a lot stronger.
Yeah. 8772 Radio U. Where do you stand on the Florida Joker suing Rockstar Games for $2 million over allegedly using his likeness?
Nobody does it better. The Riot Radio U.
Tomorrow, Taylor Swift's birthday. Will that be the theme of useless knowledge? Only time will tell.
Well, we talked about her today.
We did. But that means a big birthday party's got to be coming, right? I mean, it's Taylor Swift.
It's her year. I mean, she's
the person of the year.
How does she not have the greatest birthday party of everybody?
Well, that's all up to Travis Kelce to decide. According to some inside reports, Travis Kelce is reportedly planning to pull out all the stops for Taylor Swift's birthday. He wants it to be, and this is a quote, the best party possible. And money is no object. It says, this is a quote from the insider. Travis wants to throw the best party possible. Money is not an object, and he wants her close friends there. That's some inside information.
I mean, that sounds like a party. You spend money.
Uh-huh.
Your friends are there.
Uh-huh. You pull out all the stops.
You want it to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I do have a couple questions because this is important, right? The party is going to be in New York City, not in Kansas City, of course. A couple questions for you. One, how much pressure do you think is actually on Travis Kelce to make this a big party?
It can't be much.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, this is Taylor Swift. And so even if money is not an object for Travis Kelce money and Taylor Swift money is different, right?
And for Travis, like, he doesn't even have to plan it.
That's what I was thinking, though.
Like, she has like a million handlers probably that are going to organize this party.
He just hires the best party planner he can afford.
And all of her
that's their
assistants,
problem.
all of her assistants just like invite her friends. He's just there.
But could it then get too impersonal?
I feel that's how all these parties are.
So it doesn't matter?
Does not matter.
But it's still a relationship.
It is, yeah. And he'll do something special for her. He'll have some flowers. He'll be standing there.
Yeah.
Maybe with a microphone. He might have I would say, hey.
Do you think he's going to sing to her?
No, he's going to have a microphone in hand. He's going to be like, thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. As if he organized it all. There will be a video of that.
Yeah.
He'll have flowers or something.
Funny speech, you think?
She'll jump up and give him a hug. Maybe at the end of it. Kiss on the cheek. It's like crazy.
They've kissed on stage. Come on.
Kiss on the cheek. He'll be holding a microphone.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll thank everybody for coming. And then he'll be like, let's get back to partying. And then he'll do something stupid.
He'll probably curse in there. So you don't think there's a lot of pressure on him? You think this party could be like just a very boilerplate party, birthday party, and Taylor's not going to look at him any differently?
Yes. He is in the midst of a playoff run here, people.
So that's my other question is, do you consider this a big distraction? If you were a betting man, the Chiefs play somebody this week. This party.
They got a tough game against the Patriots.
Yeah. On the road. Do you think this is going to hurt the Chiefs this week? That's been a big debate this season as far as football fans go. Is Travis Kelce's distraction helping or hurting?
Well, they didn't seem very focused on Sunday, if you ask me, lining up off sides.
I think Kadarius Toney is very distracted.
He must be, clearly. I would blame it on Trav, too.
Yeah.
For him, the birthday's tomorrow. When's the party? I want to know when the party is.
You would think it'd be the weekend, but then, like, is he going to do it like the night before the game? Probably not.
He has to be
So-
there, and it's in New York. Are they doing the party on a Thursday night? No, they can't do it. That maybe a Tuesday night. I don't know when they're doing this party.
I'm looking. Maybe it's like the birthday will be observed a different day completely. But I mean, it's got to be this week. It's probably tomorrow, right?
Has to be, right?
It has to be.
I guess this is the perfect way to do it. They play the Patriots, who are actively trying to
It's
lose.
basically a bye.
But wouldn't it be hilarious if they lost?
Yeah, and then you know who's going to get blamed is Travis Kelce. Well, unless somebody lines up off sides again.
The stories you love with the opinions you hate. The Riot Radio U.
I was wondering, especially at this time of year, if this is what other workplaces do. I put the M&Ms are in a bowl, a dish that anybody could just stick their fingers into.
Very holiday-esque.
Yeah, it's cute. But isn't that like, should we be doing that?
Well, you shouldn't, because you're sick.
Yeah,
I don't want to
feel
see your hands in
really
that
great,
bowl.
But everybody doesn't have the same self-control that I do, or awareness of when they should and shouldn't be sticking their fingers in things.
Well, I think it's a valid question of if you're at your workplace, and many workplaces are different.
Yeah.
If you're at your workplace and there is a bowl with like M&Ms, maybe chocolate covered peanuts, maybe pretzels, whatever it is, do you grab in there? I mean, you know who you're working with.
Yeah. Are you at all concerned about what kind of germs may be floating around in there from your other coworkers' fingers?
Or do you just grab M&Ms and toss them in your mouth and
Reckless
walk out?
abandon.
Yeah, you don't care.
In other words, you're the one that may be making other people sick.
Because there's shared food like that in every workplace almost.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Are there some places that just don't do that for this very reason? That I don't know what other approach you could take besides just not having snacks. But
Regina says serving spoon could be utilized.
for the M&Ms,
yeah, like a serving spoon.
you want me to spoon an M&M?
Spoon a couple out
Yeah.
onto maybe a plate.
Well, that sounds wasteful. A whole plate for M&Ms?
But then you're not getting sick. I'll waste plates to keep myself from getting sick.
Can germs even live on M&Ms?
They're slick.
The M&Ms, yeah, they got that candy coating. It might just make them slide right off, is what I'm thinking.
They're hard to hold on to.
Uh-huh. But then where do they go then? They just go to the bottom of the dish.
Well, you don't want to eat from the bottom.
Yeah. 8772 Radio U. Do you just reach on into your shared bowls of snacks at work? 8772 Radio U. Or does your workplace not even do that? Do you have another approach? Let us know. I actually have a unique take on this.
If you see somebody else stick their hand in the bowl, are you less likely to stick your hand in the bowl?
Yeah, that's right.
If I see Hudson's snotty nose going for it, maybe I'm no longer interested in the bowl.
Does it depend on the snack?
Oh.
If podcast awards were ever a thing, this show wouldn't win any. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
When you're at your workplace, or you just anywhere, you might see a shared dish of things such as M&Ms, snacks. Do you hesitate? Do you question? Or do you just stick your fingers right on in there? Especially now, cold, flu, or whatever other RSV, all these things going around. Does it give you pause when there's a shared dish like that? Regina says, I've seen the gross messes people leave at my work. And sadly, I work in a financial firm, so I thought I worked with adults. I don't want to share a bowl with those people. Maybe my immediate coworkers, but probably not. That's the kind of response we're getting. Apparently, we shouldn't be keeping bowls of snacks out. We gotta, I don't know, we gotta portion it out, or how do we do this?
Then Justin, on the other end of the spectrum, sounds like a good way to build up your immunity to me.
That could be right. Just a low, you consider it a low dosage?
Think about this, too.
You're micro-dosing the flu vaccine.
We have a lot of shared dishes here.
We
There's a lot of
do.
shared things in there.
Uh-huh.
We got the pretzels.
Yep.
The big thing of pretzels you can stick your hand in.
Uh-huh.
We got bags of chips in there.
We do.
And I frequently delve into the chips. There's no shortage of shared snacks here at Radio U.
Uh-huh.
Does it feel dirty?
Well, the question is, do we seem healthier or less healthy than the average workplace? Because that would be your answer. We share a lot.
People would, I don't know. There's some controversy there. We've been kind of sick as of late.
I'm
not going to lie.
I think
Radio U has been sick as of late.
I think if you polled the listeners, I bet you there would be the impression that there's always somebody sick here. Which
Yeah.
I don't know if that's necessarily true or not. I don't know if that's necessarily more true than any other workplace. It's just that we talk about it. But I'll tell you, I have a unique approach. I think I don't like sticking my fingers in. Like, we've got that big tub of peanut butter pretzels. I don't like sticking my fingers in but this is what's weird, because I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. So then I'm being courteous to other people of thinking like, I don't want to get my fingers in the food that they may want. But then it doesn't even cross my mind. Even as somebody, when I open the bathroom doors here, actually any door with a handle, I use like my shirt because I don't want to touch the door.
Don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
Really?
But I do that. And even that being my personality, my lot in life, it doesn't cross my mind when I'm taking the peanut butter pretzels that you've been sticking your grubby fingers in. I just make sure I don't put my grubby fingers in.
So you're trying to do favors for everybody else. Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to help everybody else out.
And they're just hurting you. They're just
I
stabbing
know.
you right in the back.
Yeah,
I am. I stick my hand right in there.
Yeah. I give. But what do I get back?
And you
Actually,
gotta
it's the other way. You guys give me, and what I get back is sickness, germs from your fingers.
You got to think, too, the hand washing rate at Radio U is low.
Why do you say that?
I have a feeling. I can tell.
I'm a big hand washer, and everybody knows it because somehow I leave water everywhere every time I wash my hands.
And for every good hand washer, you know what there is? There's a bad one. Here I am.
We cancel each other out.
And who's sticking their hand right into the peanut pretzels? Right in the M&M bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to think the people sticking their fingers right in there are the last people you would want sticking their fingers in there.
They're the ones who don't wash their hands. It is.
Now I got to bring my own snacks.
You do. More for me.
Oh, hi there.
This worst of the riot.
Crank that up.
Radio U.
The question is, what is something you, or however old you are, have recently realized, I'm too old for this? Can happen at any age. 8772 Radio U. Some of the text coming in. A couple people, Nick and Regina here, a few others, saying staying up too late. Nick specifically said staying up past midnight. How old do you think they are?
You've reached probably at least 30.
You think 30 is when you realize you can't stay up past midnight?
I also cannot stay up past midnight.
Yeah, you're nowhere near 30.
But also, I wake up really early. A lot of my friends still stay up past midnight every night.
Good point. Yeah, I think I'd still be staying up past. I'm more of an early riser, though. I've always kind of been that way for a while. But yeah, I'd still probably be fine with staying up past midnight if I wasn't doing this. So, what about D? D says, too old to care about the latest fashion trends. When did you decide? Have you decided you're too old for that?
I'm still pretty fashionable, I think.
Some would say.
Not even that I keep up with the trends. I just like to. I have my own little twist, I would say, kind of like you do.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what age that you stopped caring about that yet. I haven't reached that one yet.
You know what? Do you think maybe that's less about age and more about like when you're still single, perhaps?
It could be. It could be.
That matters a lot more. You're trying to look good to impress potential suitors.
And then you reach the point where you just don't care whether you're single or not.
Right.
You don't care.
I like Ben's. Ben says, I travel a lot. I use the American Airlines Admirals Club because I am too old to be hanging out in the standard terminal or concourse.
I mean, can you imagine?
Yeah, what a flex from Ben. We're all very impressed.
I got a flight coming up, and I think I'm in the back row, I think. In the middle seat, too.
Yeah. That
I would
sounds-
love to be in the Admirals
Must
Club,
be
though.
nice.
If you would like to invite me on a trip soon.
Uh-huh. Is that how it works? Do you get plus ones?
Well, what
or-
they say is, once you like hop into one of those, then you never want to go back.
Yeah, that is
with
true.
the normal people.
I believe that.
I
Trevor.
haven't even delved into that because I can't be up there all the
Yeah.
time.
I
I don't want to I don't even want to know
Right.
what I'm missing
Because,
out on.
Yeah, you can't have a taste of glory and then go back to living your ordinary standard life.
I can't even take a window seat because I don't want to know how great it is to be able to lean.
Yeah.
I got to take middle every time.
Right. Trevor says, and I like this. This is a good answer. He says candy or anything with a lot of sugar in it. He feels like his body doesn't handle it well anymore. How old do you think Trevor is based off of that?
I'm going to go, I think he's also reached 30.
You think he's pushing 30?
Maybe 28. I'm going to go 28.
Yeah, I feel like that's a late 20s thing.
I'm gonna
It's
go
easier to give up
28.
candy than some other like food and drink vices. I'm kind of with Trevor. I thought this might have been my answer, except that and I don't know if this is candy, it's more chocolate. But the peppermint Andes candies. I've been having a problem with those lately. So
The peppermint Andes is where
Yeah.
you draw the line.
the peppermint, they like little crunchies in it.
See, usually people have to reach a certain age to even like those.
Andes candies?
Yeah.
They give them at like Olive Garden?
Uh-huh.
Don't tell me you're not excited at the end.
I am. I like peppermint.
Yeah.
I like mint. I'm a strong
I know,
mint
they're
guy.
good. They're a good candy.
They are good. But there's no like 6-year-old that's like, yes.
No.
Oh my gosh. And Andes.
Yeah, they got some growing up to do. TJ says, I'm too old to get out of bed.
We all
All
feel
right.
that.
Yeah. No need to be dramatic. What's your answer?
I think one answer for me is definitely drama. I can't handle the drama.
Mm-hmm.
Unnecessary drama. I just can't do it. If you want to create drama, we just probably shouldn't be friends. I don't want to deal with the drama. As well, this is a big one for me.
Uh-huh.
I can't. It's hard for me to be around people who just have to love or hate everything. It's similar to the drama thing to me. It just exhausts me.
The people that just have strong opinions.
Just the strongest opinions. I'm just over it.
Yeah. I don't like when you can predict. That's what I don't like. But that's not an old thing. I just don't like when you can predict. When you know, if you bring up a topic before you've ever talked
Yep.
about it with somebody, you know what they're going to answer.
Like if you use strong opinions to just forge your whole identity, it's just
Yeah.
too much for me. I like to be able to just have a conversation about nothing
Uh-huh.
rather than just strong opinionated ones all the time.
I like this answer. I think the candy one was good for me. Obviously, there's some exceptions, but I think candy, it's not that I don't handle it. It's just it doesn't tempt me like it did when I was, in high school or whatever. But I also like going anywhere that doesn't have like a parking lot.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Where it's a struggle to park. I
Yeah.
hate that.
Yeah. But is
I
that an
find
old thing?
No,
Or is that just,
inconvenient.
it's kind of an old as far as like wisdom goes. Like, who wants to waste that time,
It's the worst.
You got other stuff to do.
Drop me off at the front, please.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't that a great Riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.